guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a little bit, but I'm excited to be back and making new videos for you guys. For today's video, I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to be confident, to love yourself, all that sort of stuff. I'm no professional on this, I'm just doing stuff that's helped me. I'm a senior in high school now, but when I was in like 6th grade, 7th grade, I had really low self-esteem. I was just really sad all the time, and since then I've grown a lot. So these are just some tips that help me learn to just be more confident in myself, learn to love myself more. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully it helps you guys out. I know that being confident is something that's really hard, but just comes with practice. And without further ado, let's just get started. My first tip when it comes to like being confident is just to know that you're never going to be 100% confident in yourself. There are always going to be things that you won't like about yourself. That goes for literally anyone. Even like people who seem like they have it all or have the perfect life still struggle with self-confidence. The goal isn't to love every single aspect of yourself. I still have things that I don't love about myself. It's just being able to overcome that mentality of, oh, I'm not good enough, I'll never be good enough, but just realize everyone has flaws. I think the next step is really important, and this helped me a ton, is making sure you have the right friends. If you're in a wrong friend group, that will bring down your confidence so much. It's not even about like having toxic friendships, but even friendships that you just don't feel very valued in. Not necessarily they're bringing you down, but just a friendship that you don't get anything from is honestly not very good for you. I had some friends in like middle school who I just wasn't really myself with, you know. I just kind of like sat there and was still really shy, and then when I got to high school I found the right group of friends, felt more myself, and that helped with my self-confidence so much. It makes things a lot easier for you when you have the right friends who you feel yourself with. It's not an easy thing to do, but it's definitely one of the first things that you should do if you want to be a more confident version of yourself. You should start by looking at your friends, looking who you're around with, and seeing if they're good for you or if they're not. The next tip doesn't always apply to everyone, but it really helps me. It should just change something up in your life. As soon as I moved to Los Angeles, that was a really big change for me, but that helped my self-confidence a lot. I had to go to 2 different schools in that time, and that all helped. I know that change is something really scary, but it actually helped me with my self-confidence a lot, if that makes sense. I think the best thing about it was that it gave me a chance to say that this was going to be a new start for me. I went to a new school and I didn't know anyone, so it was a time for me to just sort of start over and not be the person that I was in Seattle, be more confident. I just kind of went in with that mentality and it really worked for me. It can be something as little as cutting your hair or as big as moving somewhere else, but if you do something that scares you and put yourself in a new situation, you won't regret it. But you also, of course, have to have the right mentality. You should definitely think about changing something up, going somewhere else. The next tip is to find your right style. This is really important when it comes to self-confidence because style is a huge thing. If you're not comfortable in the clothes you're wearing, if you don't like how you look in certain clothes, then it's going to be really hard for you to feel confident in yourself because you're not wearing something that makes you feel comfortable. Looking at celebrities you like, or looking on Pinterest and all sorts of stuff, and just trying to go after a new type of style, and it will probably help you a lot. If you just wear clothes that you love, or wear an outfit that you love, or have your hair in a way that you love, or just anything like that, it'll really help with self-confidence. The next tip is to make sure to go into things with the right mentality. If you always go into new situations with a negative attitude, I used to do this a lot in middle school. I go to school sad, so I come home sad, and I just like didn't want to do anything. That led me nowhere. Your mind is very powerful. If you don't train it to tell you good things about yourself, then it's just going to tell you bad things about yourself. And I know this is really hard. It's as simple as looking in the mirror and complimenting yourself, and honestly, this stuff just comes with practice, but the more that you do it, the more easier it's going to become. One of my biggest insecurities was my shyness, and I used to be so shy, and I still am pretty shy. It depends on the situations, but I'm not very talkative, but I've definitely grown from where I used to be, and a big thing of that was honestly not looking at myself as a shy person, but looking at myself more as a listener. I remember one person told me this, and I thought it was really cool because they didn't see me as a shy person, but more as a listener, and they were like, the world needs more listeners. So honestly, it really just depends on how you look at everything. You can look at things in a negative way, but you can also look at things in a positive way. It's something really helpful when it comes to self-confidence. My next tip is to journal. This helps for some people. It personally helped a lot for me. I know when I was really young, I hated like talking to people. I hated like sharing all my thoughts or whatever. I don't know, I just I just didn't like it. It wasn't about it. I've been doing it for about 4.5 years now. Even though it's not a person and it's just a book, if you're not as comfortable talking to someone about your feelings, honestly, a journal is the way to go. It depends on your personality, but for me, it certainly helped my self-confidence a lot. And it's also really good to look back on and know where you've come from and see how you've grown, because that's a really big thing with self-confidence too, is to know that you're always improving and always growing. It's a really big confidence booster to know that I've changed a lot and I'm getting better, and it'll help me on in the future. My last tip, and this one is really important, is to talk to other people. I didn't really do this till I was in 9th grade, but once I started actually doing it, it really helped me a lot. I know this is gonna be really uncomfortable. I used to just not tell anyone anything, and it was so bad. But once you are able to just talk to other people, it helps so much, because you realize everyone's going through this. Like, everyone deals with self-confidence. Those were all my tips for how to be confident. I hope this video helped you guys out. It's a long process. You're not meant to live your life depressed or sad or anxious. That's not how we're created to live, so that you won't always live this way. And if you know that, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!